Hi guys, I am Mercy Acho and welcome to my channel. Also welcome to today's tutorial. So today's tutorial will be on how to draft a pencil skirt with a vent at the back. If this is what you are interested in, please watch this video to the end. Before we go any further, I want to request that if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please do consider subscribing. For this channel is going to enhance your sewing skills or ability. To my old subscribers, thank you very much. If you are new here, you are highly welcome. So, without wasting any much of your time, let's just dive into the tutorial. So guys, we will begin the drafting of this skirt by folding this lining fabric into two like so. This way. The next thing to do right now is to begin to impute our horizontal and vertical measurements. All right, so the vertical measurement here is the straight measurement that goes from the top of your body down to the down part of your body. Like we have hip length, under hip length, knee length, and then the skirt length. All right, that's our vertical measurement. Meanwhile, the horizontal measurement is the round measurement, which is hip round, knee round, waist round. All right, and if you're doing the upper part of your outfit, you have bust round, under bust round, and the rest. All right, so let's go ahead right now. So guys, to impute our body measurement, we are going to mark half an inch from the top down like so, all the way to the end here. Now, this half inch we marked here is going to serve as our half-inch waistband sewing allowance. Okay, this skirt is going to have waistband, so this half-inch is for that purpose. Now, to impute our hip length is wherever you want your skirt to start from to the fullest part of your hip. All right, so because this skirt is going to have waistband, we are going to come up by 2 inches. Can you see my tape? The 2 inches is starting from this half-inch sewing allowance, this length here. This is our starting point. All right, so this 2 inches I push out forward, I push out here, is going to be our waistband. All right, so the hip length of our skirt is 10 inches. So I'm marking 10 inches like so. Remember, we are going to add 2 inches waistband by the time we are sewing this skirt. So I'm calculating from this area to here. All right, if I keep my tape this way, and then later on if I add the 2 inches waistband, we are going to have, this is going to be our 10 inches originally. If I don't shift this tape forward and I add 2 inches later, the hip length is going to be way longer than the real measurement. All right, it's going to be like 12 inches. So to have your accurate hip length measurement when you're done sewing this skirt, the best thing is to just follow these techniques. Push your tape outward this way and then mark your 10 inches. All right, I hope that is clear. I didn't confuse you in any way. And then the under hip length you are working with is 14. All right, the under hip length here is the end of your hip. So this is it, 14, like so. And then the knee length is 25. The knee length for this outfit is 25, but I'm not going to mark exactly 25. Reason is because I want to walk freely when I'm using this outfit. So I'm going to come up by, I'm going to be marking 21 inches instead of 25 inches. I don't, if I mark exactly 25 inches, 25 inches is exactly on my knee length. I'm going to find it difficult to walk because it's a fitted skirt. So I need freedom when I'm making use of this skirt. So I don't want it too tight around that area. So that is the trick there. If you want to make use of your outfit very freely, you're going to come up just like what I'm doing here, like so. All right, so you can either come up by 3 inches or 4 inches, the choice is yours. And another thing is it gives it beauty. All right, coming up like this also give you that beautiful shape when you're done making your outfit. So I'm going to impute this measurement this way and this way. All right, so guys, here are our vertical measurement. All right, so this is our hip length. From the waist area to here is hip length. From the waist area to here is under hip length. From the waist area to here is our knee length. The skirt length is 44, but I made it 45. 1 inch is for our hemming allowance. Okay, so this is our skirt length and this is our 1 inch for sewing allowance. So the next thing to do right now is to insert our horizontal measurement, which is our hip round, our waist round, and all of the rounds. All right, the hip round we are working with right now is 40. 40 divided by 4 is 10. So we are marking 10 here, and then I'm going to add 3 inches for ease allowance. Okay, this 3 inches is personal. My shape fluctuates. All right, sometimes I add up, sometimes I slim down. So I'm just marking this based on my body system. The highest you can add maybe 1.5 or 2 inches, it will be fine for your sewing allowance. But I added 3 inches, it is just personal. Okay, good. So the waist round we are working with is 31. 31 divided by 4, we have 7.7. All right, and then I'm going to add my sewing allowance 3 inches, and then this is our hip length. We are going to skip this hip length, we will come back to it. All right, pay attention closely. At this point we are going to insert our knee round measurement. Now personally, when I'm taking my measurements, I don't take knee round measurement. What I simply do to get my knee round measurement is that depending on how fitted or free the dress will be, will determine how many inches I will minus from the hip to get my knee round measurement. In this case, is a fitted skirt. All right, so I'm going to minus 4 inches from my hip round measurement. Whatever remains after minusing 4 inches, that will be my knee round measurement. I'm going to divide that measurement by 4. Remember, each measurement we divide it by 4. All right, so we have 40. 40 minus 4. 40 is the hip round, minus 4 we have 36. So 36 will be my knee round measurement. Okay, and then we are going to divide that 36 by 4. So 36 divided by 4, we have 9 inches. Okay, this is our 9 inches, and remember I'm adding my 3 inches. By the time we finish sewing it, we are going to be left with like 2 inches because we will be sewing rough edges inside and the allowance wouldn't be this big anymore. Okay, this measurement right now is what I'm going to impute at the under hip length measurement. All right, so this measurement will come over to the under hip length measurement, all right, and it's also going to go all the way to the end of the skirt, all right, to the length of the skirt. I hope that is clear, because it's a pencil skirt, so from here the measurement is going to be the same. Okay, so I'm going to connect these measurements together for us to see how it looks like. So guys, I hope you can see the shape already. Another thing you need to know here is also the purpose for under hip length, all right. Under hip length measurement is a guide, all right, to make you understand that there is a slope immediately after the fullest part of your hip, all right. So you notice that immediately after the full part of our hip there is a slope. So this line guides you to know how to curve your hip and to know where there is a slope, all right, to curve your hip appropriately, and it's guiding you to know that there is a slope also immediately after the full part of your hip. So you can see the shape here by yourself, right? Good. And then the shape goes all the way to the full length of the skirt. So we are going to cut this out, and then we will work on the back side of the skirt. So we are cutting like so and like so. Before I continue, I'm going to add that, all right. I'm going to insert our dart measurement, and this dart measurement is your nipple to nipple measurement, all right. So my nipple to nipple measurement is 4 inches, all right. My nipple to nipple measurement is 4 inches. Instead of marking 4, I'm going to mark 4.5. The half inch there will be for sewing allowance, okay. So the length is going to be 5 inches because it's starting from here. The 5 inches is starting from this line that we have here, like so. All right, good. This almost skipped my mind. Then half inch this way, and then half inch this way, like so. So the next thing to do is to return this 1 inch back to the sewing allowance, all right. I've already done that behind the camera. The reason is because by the time you sew, you use half inch. This is 1 inch now, all right. By the time you use this half inch, this side and the other side to sew, 1 inch is already gone. So your whatever allowance you left this way is already shortened by 1 inch. So you have to return the 1 inch back. So that is what I just did here, all right, by returning this 1 inch here, and then I connected the line to this area. We are going to continue the cutting we started earlier before we pause to insert our dart measurement. Good. So we are done with the front part of this skirt. This is what it looks like. So we are going to go over to cut the back side of this skirt, which is going to have that pleated vent behind. So guys, here is how to construct the back side of this skirt with pleated vent, okay. This is the front side. I've already placed it in order the way it's supposed to be. So the next thing to do here is to work on the back hip, okay? Remember, this is our under hip length, this is our hip length, which is the full part of the hip, this is our knee length and the full length. All right, now this is our hip. Here we are going to come out from this hip length, we are going to come out by half an inch. This is to create room for the back hip. All right, good. Before then, let's just draw a straight line as a guide, making us understand that that is the middle of the skirt, like so. So this is going to be the middle of our skirt. The middle of the skirt is just around the folded area of the front side of the skirt. All right, so that's the middle of the skirt, is at the folded area. The front side is folded, actually, you can see. So placing it like this and then drawing a straight line becomes the middle of your skirt. So from this hip length, we've come out by half an inch. All right, now at the upper part, which is the waist part, I'm going to come in from this middle line. I'm going to come in by half an inch, like so. Okay, good. So the next thing to do is to connect this line to this line. This is just so to create room for the back hip, like so. It has met here, and then the next thing is to bring it down, like so. You can see the way I'm keeping my ruler, right? It has to vanish around this under hip length measurement, because that is the slope there. All right, like so. So we have our back hip. This is what we have. All right, from this hip we came in by half an inch at the middle of the skirt. So this half an inch is not for all hip sizes. It's not for all hip sizes. It depends on the size of the hip. So this one is the medium size. All right, so the hip is 40. I came out by half an inch just to contour the back hip. Okay, so if your hip is bigger, please don't use half an inch. You can go like 1 inch, 50. You can even go like 1.5 inch just to create that hip at the back side of the skirt. So it depends on how big your hip is. That is how you can mark the distance between the middle of your skirt and outward. All right, so in this case I used half an inch. I hope that is clear. All right, and if you want it to give you that beautiful shape at the back, from this middle line just be coming in by half an inch, like so. All right, like so, all the way to the end of the skirt. So this is going to be like this, like so. This is just to have a very beautiful shape at the back side of your skirt. So make sure to draw your lines appropriately. This is the middle of our skirt. This line here is the middle of our skirt. This line all the way to the end. Then from here we came in by half an inch inward to have this beautiful shape at the back of our skirt. This is the room for the back hip. From this hip length, I came out by half an inch. From this middle here at the waist part, I came inward by half an inch, creating room for the back hip. This is just to construct the back hip measurement. I hope that is clear. Good. So this is what we have now. The next thing to do here is to create the vent. All right, before then I miscalculated this length, the front length. All right, the front length, the length of this skirt is supposed to be 44, and then 1 inch for hemming allowance. I mistakenly made it 43. I don't know where my mind was. I actually don't know where my mind was. All right, that I made it 43. So I'm going to elongate this. Then later on, I'm going to use the remaining inches. I'll cut a separate 2 inches to attach here to give me my complete length. All right. Okay. So I thought to let us know that the front side is shortened by 2 inches. So this is it. All right. So I'm going to connect like so. Good. So right now we are going to impute our zipper allowance. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to mark from this 5 inch, from this 0.5 inches. All right, remember we came out from the middle of the skirt, we came out by 0.5. So I'm going to be marking 2 inches on this hip area here. Every other area I'm going to be marking 1.5. All right, good, like so. So this I'm marking 1.5. This I'm marking 1.5. So this is our 1.5. I'm going to connect. I'm going to connect all of this like so. To the waist side, 1.5 as well, like so. So I'm connecting like so and like so. So guys, as you can see, I have connected the lines. All right, now there's something I want you to take note of. This, the measurement here, the zipper allowance, I measured 1.5 outward. It's not from this middle skirt, it's not from this center line. All right, this is the center of our skirt. I measured from this 1/2 inch. We came in this way. All right, remember we came in by 1/2 inch. So I kept my tape this way to mark 1.5 for our zipper allowance, not on this center line, on this line here, which is our 1/2 inch. That is where I measured our zipper allowance. It is very important. This line is no longer our middle line. We are no longer working with it. All right, this is the line we are working with now. This is where we take our zipper allowance. All right, so I'm going to clean this line up. All right, this is just so to give us a beautiful shape at the back of our outfit. Like we know, God didn't make us straight at the back side. In fact, He didn't make us straight. There are hilly and slopey parts of our body. So this is the hilly part and this side is the slopey part. So if we follow this line this way, we are not going to have that shape at the back side. If we follow this straight line like this, this is our straight line, we are not going to have that curvy and slopey area of our body measurement appearing beautifully on this skirt. So that is why we created this 1/2 inch inward to give us this shape like so. All right, so we are going to clean this line in order for you not to be confused. This is no longer our measurement. It was just a guide for us to construct the back side of this skirt. Now let's move on to creating our vent. To get your vent at the back, we are going to mark from here. Let me shift this front piece behind like so. So we are going to mark from this line. Remember, this is our middle line. All right, good. We initially cleaned the middle line after getting the shape we wanted at the back side of the skirt. So this became our middle line. That's the middle of the skirt. All right, so we are marking this way, and this vent is totally optional. You can make it bigger or smaller. All right, this one is just moderately okay. So from the middle of the skirt to this place here, I have 9.5 inches. All right, so I have 9.5 inches. It's just optional. That is what I want. Okay, you can make it bigger, like 12. You can make it smaller also. So it's from this middle line, you mark how big or how wide you want your vent to be at the back side of your skirt. Then how long the vent should be is also optional. I will want it to be, this is 2 inches upward, right? Good. So I will want it to start from my 2 inches away from my exact knee length. My exact knee length is 25 inches. I want it to start from 23 inches. All right, so from here is going to be my vent. So 23 inches eastward is how long I want my vent to be. So I'm going to connect like so. All right, good. So this is how I want my vent to be. So we are going to quickly cut it out right now, like so. And then at the back side, we are cutting it like so. Let me add half an inch, like so. All right, and then like so. So this is what we have. This side we are going to cut exactly the way it is, without adding anything, any allowance, like so. So guys, this is what it looks like. All right, so this is the front and this is the back. So like I said earlier, I'm going to clean up this line, so it will be left with this line and this line. This one is no longer in use. It has served a purpose by showing us the middle of the skirt and helping us to come out by half an inch, come in by half an inch, come in by half an inch. All right, so guys, this is what it is like. I have cleaned the middle line, so this is what we have, our original measurement. All right, so this is the back and this is the front piece. So guys, I will be using this lining to cut the fabric for the skirt. All right, for the back dart, I'm going to mark 4.5 inches, exactly what I did here, like so. And then the back dart is usually longer than the front dart. Remember, there is half an inch here. So the back dart, I'm going to make it 6 inches, all right, or 7 inches. The choice is totally yours, but note that the front dart is shorter than the back dart. All right, good. So like so, and then you draw a straight line as usual. You mark your half inch this way, half inch this way, and create a well. All right, like so. and you have your bag that. So guys, thank you so very much for watching. Please, if this tutorial is helpful to you in any way, kindly let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you. Till I come your way next time with another educative tutorial. Bye bye for now.